everyone. Today I'm going to be doing some Ubers, also known as torch farming. So let me jump into it. The first thing we're going to do is that we're actually going to use the lobby button and not the play button to create this. There's a couple of reasons as to why, but first and foremost, actually let me jump into the right tab here. First and foremost, the big reason is so that we don't lose our game for any reason. So this could include BattleNet just, having some problems, or dying and like having really tough time like recovering our body, that sort of thing. So I'm gonna jump onto my sorceress to create the game. Also, my sorceress typically runs my chains of honor because while I do have a COH, I don't have a bunch of these. This is my only burr rune that I've dropped so far, and it wasn't even a burr rune; it was 2 Sir runes. So yeah, that's what I got. I've got a Call to Arms as well in the swap. So like I've got some decent stuff, but just not like GG break it all stuff. I don't have like an Enigma. My current torch is actually not even like a sorceress torch, it's a druid torch over here. But these are what we're looking for. We're looking for torches today. So today I'm gonna get 1 torch. That's how that's gonna work because I have the ingredients to make 1 torch run essentially. Torch run's very much like the cow level if you're familiar with that. You put stuff into the cube and then it opens up a portal and you go to a place. You do the thing. In this case, my torch is a druid torch, so they can all be different as far as that skill. So you'll see they all have a 5% chance to cast Firestorm on striking. It's not really a big deal, it's only level 10 Firestorm, so it's not like a ton of damage, but it is kind of neat. You'll see that like proc out every now and again if you have a melee character. The next one down, the +3 to skills, is going to be random based off of the 7 different character classes, right? 7? I hope it's 7. If I'm wrong, let me know. The next roll down, it can be a 10 to 20 to all attributes. This one's a 20, so this is like the best roll it can be there. The next roll down, all resistances, it can be 10 to 20 there as well. So this is a 2019 torch. You'll see them run it. It's like you'll see it like 20. Maybe I can type the right thing. 2019 D torch, right? So you'd see something like that as far as like in chat or on a forum or whatever, or Discord, wherever you're trading, wherever you're looking for this sort of stuff. Druid torches aren't as good as sorceress torches or paladin torches because there are more sorceresses and paladins out there. There's just like the more common classes, so those are the more valuable torches because those are the ones that people want. But this one does give me the ability to carry this stuff. So in this case, I don't have enough strength. Is it Dex? I forget which. I think it's Dex. Okay, so in this case, it's Dex. I forgot. I've got plenty of strength now. Between like all these other things that are giving me plus strength, like Chains of Honor and stuff. So whatever. I just haven't respected this character yet. It is what it is. Anyway, other like quick things before I get there. I don't know. Whatever. Feel free to jump around as well because this isn't very organized. This is just me talking into a microphone and trying to make a little bit of content here. Trying to get used to basically just talking into a microphone again. I do plan on streaming again sometime in the next couple weeks, month, whatever. Just as I kind of iron out the last few bugs that I can come across as far as like my mental health and my streaming setup and everything. So all of that. Anyway, so these are the materials that you need for an Uber run or for a torch farm. So I've got a bunch of torches. They're unique, so you can only have 1 on a character. So like you'll see, I can like move these around until I have like 1. Once I have it, then I can't actually pick up the other torches. So I do have some like pretty low level, or not low level, but like some pretty like bad roll torches. Like this one's an 11-15 assassin torch, and this is a 10-14 assassin torch. This one's a 10-15 barbarian torch. So again, not great, but like whatever. It's a torch. And then this one's like a pretty decent one. This one's a 17-20 paladin torch, and then I have a 14-18 necro torch. I have some other torches kind of just distributed throughout my characters. Because I do this a lot, I've done this a lot. I've kind of slowed down on it a little bit to do some more like level 85 area mining, but you know, whatever. Wherever you like to mine, wherever you like to farm, wherever you like to like do stuff is kind of the deal. Anyway, so let's get into creating the portal. So you're gonna need 3 copies of of each key, right? So I need 3 keys of terror, 3 keys of hate, and 3 keys of destruction. And the reason why is that each one of these portals that I'm going to open up is random. So I don't know which one of the 3 portals it's going to open up until it's open. So here we go. We've got Forgotten Sands. I'm going to stick this one over here. The next one, I'm just going to come grab another set of keys. Did I grab enough room? Okay, yeah, I did. I emptied enough room so I can actually do the next 2 portals. The next one I'm just going to kind of stick here. Let's see. Destruction, terror, heat. Alright, so now we have all 3 keys there. And then the last one I'm just going to stick over here. Here's fine. And the reason that I move over a little bit for each one of these is because I don't want to stack one of the portals on top of each other. So you can put them way closer together than this. I just like to be a little bit more safe. So now I've got all 3 portals set up. I'm going to grab my charms so I don't forget them. The keys themselves, I guess I should talk about where those come from. You get these from the Act 1, 2, and 5 like mini bosses. So you'll get them from like the Countess, the Summoner, and Neelathak. Those are the 3 different kind of like areas where you can get those keys. I made a key farming video as well. That one's a little bit more scripted, so you know, go check that out, or go check out somebody who's like actually good at content creation. Again, I'm mostly just making these videos as practice. Anyway, so these are the 3 different areas. I'm not going to go into Forgotten Sands because Duriel usually is just right there, and I don't think I can fight Duriel. Furnace of Pain, I'm going to jump in there. Before I do I need anything? I don't think he freezes me, so oh, I don't have any gold anyway. I'm not going to mess around with it. Alright, so Furnace of Pain, pretty straightforward map. Nice thing about having my sorceress here is that I can actually just teleport around on this one. Try not to get hit by stuff. These things all hit pretty hard. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just gonna try to find Iziel. He's gonna be on the very last one of these like map tokens. There's Iziel. So if I can get him to teleport over, I don't know if he's gonna teleport. Where'd he go? Iziel, where'd you go, buddy? So anyway, a lot of these are like those are immune to everything except for physical. These I can like jump down. I don't know where he's going. I'm trying to get him like led back. There he is. Just on teleport. Where'd you go, bud? There he is. So I'm just trying to get him to like follow me back. He's gonna kill my merc, which is fine. I've got potions, so I might be able to kill him. So all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get Iziel to like follow me back, and I'm not getting him to line up there. Come on, bud. Okay, there's my merc down. So anyway. So it's a little bit easier to teleport around on my sorceress. It's a little bit easier to kill this stuff with my Midas. But I've got him basically like close enough. So if he doesn't like show up, then that's fine. But he's basically right here. Come on, Iziel. Will you come just a little bit closer? Will you come just a little bit closer for us? If not, it's okay. It's okay if you're shy. I get it, I get shy too. Can't save myself, gotta kill you. Alright. So now Iziel's like back at the portal. Alright, so that's why I jumped onto my sorceresses, so that I can do stuff like that. So I can manipulate Iziel. I'm gonna have to go get my merc. I don't really need it as much for anything other than my merc carries my insight. which is a pretty decent like budget rune word. Like not super budget, but like yeah, I guess it's super budget. Anyway, insight like allows me to have faster mana, so or faster mana replenishment. So that's really all that's going on there. Is that I get to do that. All right, so this is the matron's den. This one's also like a pretty scary place. We're looking for Lilith in here. Those things can all hit pretty hard. I'm just looking to see where Lilith is in this place, because it's so much easier to teleport without Enigma on a different character. It's going to be easier to get a level 80 and level 90 sorceress up than it is to find it. It's just kind of how the game works. So if I ever do get an Enigma on my paladin, then I won't need to do this. But for now, this is how I'm doing it. So this is kind of like mid-range, but not like super budget-friendly way to approach this. Before, I used to use a staff for teleport. Oh, there she is. She's hitting pretty hard. Because that's what you do. Alright, where you at? Come on. Come on. Come on, lady. Come with us. Oh! Alright, so there's Lilith. So now I kind of know where she's at. I just have to, like... She's in that main hall. Alright, so I just take this one out and go to the main hall. Whatever. Anyway. So now, I need to recover my body. Quickest way to do that is to do this. We just jump back into the game. This is, again, why I said, like, creating new games is the way to go. Alright, so... I didn't really have that many end potions anyway. But now I know where Lilith is, at least. So, let's see, what else do I need to transfer over? I know I need my Chains of Honor. I could bring over Call to Arms, but like, I don't really care that much, to be honest. It doesn't like do a lot for me. But yeah, you can see my gear is like pretty decent, but like also like, it's kind of magic findy. It's kind of like, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, and I could go, you know, more magic findy if I wanted to. I have an Alibaba that I can use as well, or I can use an Oculus, or like, I got some stuff. Anyway, alright. So now we're going to get into the character that's actually going to do the work. This is my Smiter. They're only level 87, so again, like, this isn't a character that takes like a ridiculously long time to build. You can probably build like level 60 to 80 in a day if you're like really pushing it after the ladder is like kicked off. So a couple of like real quick like pro tips, I guess, or not even pro tips because I'm not a pro, but a couple of like hot tips. You can come out here with Treachery. That's what I'm wearing right now is Treachery, and you can stand in fire or like take this enemy damage, whichever. The more hits, the better. Because all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to proc fade, so I just want to like kind of get a little bit disappear. So that's all we're waiting for right now. Is we're just trying to get one of these hits to give me fade. Oops, hit the wrong button. I'm gonna go kill these guys and put them out and into the system on range. Alright, anyway, so we just kind of stand in the fire, and eventually it'll proc. Sometimes it procs really quick, sometimes it procs like, you know, sometimes it takes a minute. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to get that fade for, actually, do I even need it? I don't think I need fade. Yeah, I probably don't even need the fade. Alright, whatever. I'm just gonna proc it anyway, just so you can see what it looks like, since I've, you know, some cost fallacy. So if you don't have a COH, one of the things you can do is you can proc fade. Again, I've been doing a lot of this with really budget gear, and I'm just starting to get into that like mid to end game out. So, you know, forgive me for any of my kind of newbie-esque behavior, as I will always be a noob. All right, there we go. Fade is now proc. So now you can kind of see through him. That's what we're doing here. We're just trying to get trying to get that fade to proc, and that gives us higher reses. And then I don't know if it like, yeah, it's not really gonna do much to our max. But anyway, so now fade's procced. I think it also gives a physical resistance if I remember correctly. Anyway, that's the whole point there, is that we're doing that. I'm gonna toss this into the stash because we need to pick stuff up. Alright, so let's jump in and take out Duriel. Like I said, Duriel's usually up here. There's my bud. Alright, so we're gonna just jump into Smite. I have Drax gloves, so now I have life tap on him. There we go. Now I have life tap on him. So now I have life tap and we're doing the thing. So we just want Bale's Eye here. There's the Drax. I have like pretty okay gear here. I'll try to remember to mouse over it again at the end of the video. Anyway, so that's Duriel. He goes down nice and easy. Alright, now we're gonna try to get to Iziel. Iziel we just like kind of stacked over here. Hi Iz. Come on, bud. Come on, we're over here. Come on. I believe in you. Jump across. Alright, well he's not jumping across. So I'm just gonna walk over here. We're gonna fight Iziel. Iziel's gonna go down real quick too. Again, this is why we teleport. So what I do have on my swap is that I do have a Nodge's Puzzler, so I can teleport if I want to. Like beep beep beep, right? So I can teleport around, but that does come at a cost, right? And I think I just gave away like 900,000 or something, so like I'm a little bit low on my
Can I help you?
So anyway, so if I wanted to repair this, it is... Oh, I don't have enough money to just hit the button. But if I wanted to repair Nodge's Puzzler, it's 62,000 just to put 32 charges back on it. So that's the downside to that. If you have a Ral rune, I don't think I have one just chilling. I don't. Ral runes will repair stuff, so I think they put charges back on, but I'm not like 100%. Alright, so I've got 2 of those down. We've got 2 other things. Last one to do is get our matrons. And then again, she's just straight down this hallway. So I can fight these things or I can try to run past them. Dealer's choice as far as that goes. With my current gear, it's not really a big deal to fight these. And maybe I can get the Inferno from.
I can't carry anymore.
One of the downsides to fighting these things is that they don't, your life tap doesn't do a lot, because they don't stick around long enough. So there's Andy. So hopefully we'll proc a life tap on her. We're just looking to proc life tap. Come on life tap. Alright, we got it. I drank a potion just to preemptively, but anyway, with life tap it makes it really difficult to die against Lilith. You know, these sisters look amazing. She, the mom, I don't remember. Anyway, so now we have all 3 pieces. So I can just town portal out. This is part of why I carry town portal. Also, again, a lot of my runes, not my runes, my charms are lower resist. Not lower resist. They're add resist. They're adding resist to me. And I don't really need them. I'm starting to replace some of them with life charms, so that I get a little bit better life pool. So again, just forgive my newbiness. I guess before I jump into the Ubers, no, I said I'd do it at the end of the video. I'll do it at the end of the video. I'm just gonna go over my gear. Anyway, procs or Fade's still procced. Procs still Fade. Hoofy goofies. Anyway, so now now I've got all 3 of the pieces. So like I said, this is just like multiple cow levels, right? We got we needed 3 keys so that we could open up the first things, and now we have the horn, the brain, and the eye. And then what that does is that opens up a portal to Tristram. Inside of Tristram, this is what we'd call Uber Tristram. Typically, you want to fight the bosses like one at a time or whatever. I'm gonna come back around this way and pull Mephisto. I want to pull him down this way. I don't want to pull the bosses to the portal. If you pull them on the portal, it makes it really difficult to recover your body. So here's Mephisto. He's coming here. He's gonna add all these like skeletons and like I think like villages. I forget whatever. Anyway, so Mephisto drops pretty quickly. You can take down these ads if you want, or you can run away from them. One of the things you can do is you can like get them to kind of like follow you into like a corner, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the trick because it's or I'm not even gonna do it because it's just a time waste. But you'd come over here and then you'd log out of the game and log back in. You just save exit and then jump back into the game, and then they'll be all the way over there. Looks like my fade is no longer procced, but like who cares? Mephisto does have a conviction aura, so he can drop your bonuses or whatever. But like, look at my like, I've got 250% or whatever with my own fanaticism and like, well, fanaticism doesn't do that. Not fanaticism. What am I thinking? My resist, my resist whatever's. They all give like a passive to some of the stuff, but like, I don't know. I don't remember why poison's so high up. Maybe it's the shield. Maybe it's the chain spawner. I don't know. Whatever. I'm just talking out my ass now. Anyway, so these two bosses, you can just kind of, like, when your gear's good enough, you can kind of just jump on both of them. I like to take out Veil first if I can, because Veil drains your mana. So like, you'll see me like suck down some like mana potions here and there. But as long as light tap procs, and that's that little like red like fireworks that are happening over the top of your head. As long as that's proc, it's really difficult to block. The Smite just swings so fast. Cling, 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 cling. As long as that's happening, it makes it very difficult to die. You see the damage while I'm hitting you, pretty good. And then it is diablo spot. But Smite's pretty great because it just does this. So what we were looking for is this unique large chunk. That's what the torch is. And again, you can't pick them up.
I can't
Because you already have one. So I'm just gonna grab the standard heroes. I hold on to them. You don't need them. They don't do anything currently. Maybe they'll do something after 2.4 comes out. So if they do, I'll have the thing. Anyway, these guys don't take physical damage, so like it can be very difficult to kill them with actual like smite. You could like roll out some hammers if you wanted to. Although I have like 1 point so like they're just not not really working. Anyway, let's see what I'm at. All right, jump in here. When you're taking your torch out, if you do start torch farming, if you put your torch here in your personal stash, you cannot pick up more torches. So like if I if I have a torch on the ground and I pick up one, and I put it in my personal stash, I will not be able to pick up that torch. So you do want to put your your torches into a shared stash. That way you can actually pick them up. Now I'm gonna go jump in, grab this last torch, and see what I was talking about. Like you don't wanna bring the monsters to this portal. If there were like 20 monsters out here and 100 gears, like let's say I'm like, I don't know, like a sorceress or something, and these guys are just whacking me for everything it's worth, then it can be really difficult to get back in. Like imagine like 20 of those like skeletons, like just standing out here, just shooting you every time you come to the portal. Yeah, that was my first experience. That's the first thing that I did wrong. The first time I ever did one of these runs. All right, so now we've got the torch. Now we find out what it is. This is the exciting part. But before I do that, one thing you can do is you can trade these torches. People will trade you for these. Sometimes you'll see them. I've never successfully done it. You can trade typically for anywhere from 3 to 4 sets of keys for a torch. So that's kind of the value of them. So sometimes you'll get like 3 full sets of keys. They'll call it a 3x3 or a 4x3, but you'll get a 3x3 and maybe like I don't know, maybe like a pole rune or like something lower. I don't know. You get something under a decent rune with it. And then they'll trade you a charm and then some keys because people want to just do these Ubers over and over again. So sometimes you'll be able to trade your charm for more keys to be able to be one of those people who are doing Ubers over and over again. Other times you can't. But the thing is like charms like these lower end charms, they don't trade for anything. Like it'd be very difficult for me to get rid of these assassin, torches for a full set of keys. I probably won't be able to get rid of them for that. So typically I just kind of give them away to people and whatever. That's what I've been doing with them. I've tried trading them, I've tried like whatever, but like typically I just hold on to them and trade them away. We'll see what happens with the ladder. Day 1 of ladder, the torches are going to be worth a lot more than they are on the last day of the ladder. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and just ID this. 3, 2, 1, bam! Alright, wow. It's a sorcerer's torch, which is like my first sorcerer's torch ever. It's not great on the first roll. The 13 is not a good roll. It's you've got basically a 1 in 10 or whatever, 1 in 11. So it goes from 10 to 20. So 5-ish would have been good. Like a 15 to all attributes would be like a middle roll on that one. So it's a little bit of a low roll, but it is a sorcerer's torch, so that is pretty sweet. My sorceress doesn't really need the extras like 7 to strength that this could like possibly pop out. So like I'm happy, and I'm going to be using this on my sorceress. Also, the resistance roll is pretty high. Again, that could be upwards of 20. So we're at an 18 there. The other stuff, like the chance to cast Firestorm, is always exactly the same. You'll see that on every single torch: 5%, 5%, 5%, 5%, 5%, 5%, right? You'll also see that the second to the bottom and the bottom are both exactly the same. Plus 8 to light radius, and level 30 you get 10 hydro charges. That's just how that works. If you look at the bottom 2 on each of those, you'll see that they are all exactly the same. That is how that works. So I am very excited for this torch, actually. Finally hit a sorcerer's torch. And by like finally, I mean like, here's my standard of heroes, right? Look at these. And I used to throw these on the ground. So I don't know how many of these I've done total. But yeah, it's just, how many dice do you have to roll to get a 7 on a D7, right? That's kind of what you're thinking about, or like a D6 if you're, if you want a die that actually exists. But yeah, that's that. I'm gonna go through the gear real quick. I've got my grief. I've got G-face or Guillaume's face or William's face. I don't know. I'm guessing it's Guillaume's face just because it looks French. I've got Mara's huge plus to all attributes and giant all resistance. So I mean, like I said, I'm probably overdoing it on all of these things, especially with Chains of Honor. Chains of Honor gives another 65. So between Mara's and Chains of Honor, that's plus 90 to all res. So I probably don't need any of these res small charms. I've got Haas, which is another like super GG item. But before I had Haas, like I was rolling stuff like a superior charge with 4 perfect diamonds in it, just for that all resistance, 105 all res, right? My current belt is a T-Gods, but I was rocking this like literal just bone strap, dual res, and big plus to strength, a little bit of faster hit recovery, even though I don't know that I was going into hit recovery that much, but just this is what I was rocking before I got a T-Gods. My rings, I've got a Raven Frost for Cannot Be Frozen. I've got an Eagle Loop, again, just a bunch of reses, and this is just a ring that I've been wearing forever. But yeah, that's just, again, it's nothing special, a little bit of plus to mana, because like sometimes you run out of mana, but drinking potions helps with that, so whatever. I've got Drax. Before I had Drax, I forget what I was rocking. I think it was like I don't even remember. It was probably like a set or unique, like whatever glove, just like something decent. This one's got open wounds, which doesn't really, I don't believe it applies to the Ubers, but it can be nice for other monsters. It's basically monsters can't heal. This one's got big plus to strength, which is awesome. But the biggest thing this one has is that the life tap, not life stolen per hit. Life stolen per hit doesn't proc on Smite. So this one can cast level 10 life tap with a 5% chance. So basically 1 in 20 of your swings will cast Life Tap, and you'll see it like proc, and it procs all the time. That's, you know, you see that happening. If I did not have that, this is what I had before. This is the budget thing. You can go buy these. These are things vendors will sell you. So you can get them from like Act 1 or Act 5 or whatever, and you just keep going back and forth to the vendor. You know, make up cow level next to Akara and, you know, shop her. I think you can get them from Akara. Don't like quote me on that. I probably should look that up before the video, but whatever. I think I made another video where I shopped this second wand, and I don't know if I uploaded it or not. So if I did, cool, and if I didn't, whatever. But like, you can just go shop these. You can go to a vendor and you can just keep going and looking over and over again, and then you put it on your swap. So instead of like a teleport, you have Life Tap, and then you just have to walk. So you're going to be a little bit slower, but like whatever. But the big thing, like when you're looking at these, like this is a bad one. This is a perfect example of a bad one. Do not buy this one. If you're a paladin, you will not get Life Tap. This will not give you Life Tap. This only gives it to necromancers. You want one that has charges, so you're looking literally for one that has charges on it. Same thing here. Like you can look for stabs that have teleport charges. You want it to have teleport charge, not like plus to teleport, right? So if you see plus to teleport sorcerers only, like this one's plus to energy shield, but like if it said like plus to teleport, you do not want that staff. It will not work for you. So anyway, that's some of the budget that or some of the items. Like I said, I used to be super budget. I've got Nodges on my swap. Goblin toes. I don't know if I went over those. Goblin toes are huge for the crushing blow. It does so much damage. It's a percentage of their life, which is huge because even with what I'm rocking on my current like Smite. Why does it not change over? Oh, because I'm on the wrong thing. I need a shield. Like, why can't I get Smite? So my current Smite damage is so tiny, right? It's really not doing a ton of damage. Now, the grief damage doesn't show up, so like you won't see that on the on here. So grief will put its damage on it, but it's still just such a tiny amount of damage. So crushing blow makes it huge. You do so much damage that way. Other than that, I don't run a mercenary. I mean, I have a mercenary. I will spend the cash to go get a mercenary real quick. Because I don't even remember what's on my mercenary, but
Yes.
you can take a look at them in case you're interested in what I've tossed onto a mercenary. I don't think it's anything good. It's I've got towels for the life steal. This one's rocking an insight and two throw. That's what I've tossed on here. It's not even like a great insight either. It's just one poleaxe. So it's probably I don't even know what I built this one for. Maybe I built it when I was still at Hammerden because I respect this one from Hammerden to a Smiter. Because I wanted to do Ubers, and maybe Hammerdens can do it. I don't know. I didn't even try. I just jumped over it. Because I was level 85 or whatever when I first did that. Currently still only level 87. So you don't have to max out your character. You don't have to have all of this stuff. Before I started this character, or before I started getting before I got my grief, before I got Chains of Honor, before I got any of this stuff, I was using like a Duriel shell. I was using treachery and Duriel shell as my swappies, which is part of why I showed you how to proc that, because that's what I was doing. That for my sorceress. But yeah, I was using like a Black Rune Ward, 40% crushing blow. It gives you a huge crushing blow. You will kill those things. It will happen. So you life tap them and then you crushing blow, and you might have to run around the thing like the furnace a little bit more. I was using a 4 open socket Paladin Shield Targe. I've used Girk's Sanctuary before. I've tried out the Schaefer's. I got Schaefer's after I got grief, but I've tried this out. It works. It does its thing, and it'll proc static field, which I didn't realize it would do. But I think the keyword there is on striking. So Schaefer's hammer like works. It's not great, but it does do some work. Like I said, black runeward works. You can just use these types of things. You can be very budget. You know, Mara's is super nice, but like again, I can get huge resistances here, and I could probably have like a High Lords or I don't even know. Maybe just something that's like just any plus to skills amulet like is fine. Any like really anything is fine. It does you could run this in so much less gear. I guess I'll just jump over to my sorceress real quick. Make sure that I covered like what I'm knocking on that one. I think we're done here though. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for putting up with my unorganized nonsense. Again, I hope to be streaming before mid-February or whatever. Hopefully, you know, sooner than that, but like that's where we're at. Anyway, I've got a Hodo, Heart of the Oak. On the swap, I've got Call to Arms. I've got a Shaco with perfect topaz in it. I've got Mara's here too. I've got Spirit. This is a 35 Spirit. Pretty decent like rolls. I was actually geared up to like make more spirits. So like I've got plenty of runes to do that. I just yeah. Anyway, I've got Mage Fist, Nagel rings. I'm not sure how to pronounce them, but you know, I've got a 25 and a 30. I've got a pretty decent arachnid mesh, and then I've got war traps. I also have like sandstorm tracks. I've used both. I can't really tell the difference between the two. I guess if like my strengths were a little bit lower, then than that. As far as my torch, I was running a 1920 druid torch, which is really great. But like, should be able to run. Yeah, I can run that Heart of the Oak. So like, I still have plenty of all the stuff. So the big thing there is like. Let's look at my damage. Look at this. Look at that damage. Look at that damage. And it's not quite correct because here, let me. I was like at 14k with because this gives me a +3 as well. I was at 14k, and now look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh, 16 to 17k. And the fireball damage is up too. I think that was at like 5k. Yeah, 5 to 6k, and then now we're at 6.7 to 7.4k. Like that is a ton of extra damage, and that's why we get the torches. That's it right there. That's the big reason, is because of those huge buffs to skill. They're just giant for some of these characters, especially spellcasters, where it's like your damage just goes just insanely up and up and up and up based off of those like plus to skills, and you'll see like that should put me at 36 to meteor right now, like and I could go up like one more in fireball, and I can like I could go get more levels and like get a little bit, like it'd be a little bit better, but yeah, I'm thrilled actually. I'm so happy right now. Yeah. If you have any questions, feel free to like hit me up in the comments below, or on Discord or Twitter or wherever. I do appreciate you watching, and best of luck to you. I hope that you can do this, and have a great day. Bye.